Welcome to this video where we'll be discussing the most useful handguns used during the Old West era. However, please note that this will be a brief overview of each firearm and not an in-depth analysis of their various models, calibers, or barrel lengths. It's important to keep in mind many of these guns went through multiple iterations and variations and were sometimes used by both lawmen and outlaws, leading to potential confusion when trying to attribute a specific handgun to a particular individual or event. In fact, it wasn't uncommon for gunmen to switch between different models and manufacturers or carry multiple handguns during their escapades. In this video, we featured some of the most useful handguns from the Wild West. Number 1. Colt Peacemaker. The Colt Single-Action Army, also known as the Colt Peacemaker, is a 6-shot single-action revolver. It was produced by Colt's manufacturing company from 1873 till 1940. It is one of the most famous and iconic guns of the Old West era and has been featured in countless movies, TV shows, and novels. It was originally designed for use by the US Army, but it quickly became popular with civilians as well. It's chambered in the .45 Colt, which was originally designed for use in the Colt Single-Action Army. It has a 7.5-inch barrel and overall length of 13 inches, making it a fairly large and heavy revolver. One of the most distinctive features of it is its single-action trigger mechanism. This means the shooter must manually cock the hammer before each shot is fired. This can make the gun slower to shoot than modern double-action revolvers, but it also makes the trigger pull lighter and more predictable. It also has a unique loading gate on the right side of the frame that allows the shooter to load and unload cartridges at one at a time. This loading method was slower than using a cylinder that swings out to the side, but it also made the gun more reliable and easier to maintain. Today, the Colt Peacemaker is still popular among cowboy action shooters and collectors. It is also still in use by some law enforcement agencies and military units around the world. The gun's classic design and historical significance make it an enduring icon of the American West. Number 2. The Smith & Wesson Model 3. The Smith & Wesson Model 3 is a single-action cartridge-firing revolver that was first introduced in the 1870s. It was designed by Smith & Wesson's top engineer Daniel Baird Wesson, and it quickly became one of the most popular revolvers of the late 19th and early 20th centuries. It was the first large-caliber center-fire cartridge revolver produced by Smith & Wesson, and it set the standard for the company's revolver designs for decades to come. The Model 3 was available in a variety of barrel lengths, ranging from 3.5 inches to 8 inches. It was chambered in a variety of calibers, including .44 Russian, .44 to 40, .45 Schofield, .45 Colt, and .38 to 44. The revolver was also available in both blued and nickel-plated finishes, and it was often fitted with ivory grips. One of the most notable features of the Model 3 was its top break action, which allowed for faster reloading than traditional side-loading cylinder. To reload the revolver, the shooter would simply press a latch on the top of the frame and swing the barrel and cylinder assembly downward. This would expose the cylinder, allowing the shooter to quickly load and unload cartridges. The Model 3 was also notable for its accuracy and reliability. The revolver's design was based on the Schofield revolver, which was a favorite among U.S. cavalry troops during the Indian Wars. The Model 3 was adopted by several U.S. law enforcement agencies, including the Rangers and the New York City Police Department. Today, the Model 3 is a popular collector's item, and it's often used in cowboy action shooting competitions. Smith & Wesson still produces a modern version of the Model 3, known as the Model 3 American, which is chambered in a .45 Colt and features a 6.5-inch barrel. The modern version retains many of the features of the original, including the top break action and the classic styling. Number 3. The Remington Model 1875. It was a single-action revolver manufactured by Remington Arms Company from 1875 to 1889. The Model 1875 was designed as a competitor to Colt's successful single-action army revolver, and although it was not as commercially successful as the Colt, it was still a popular choice among gun enthusiasts and law enforcement officers of the time. The Remington Model 1875 had a robust construction with a solid frame and a top strap that provided added strength to the revolver. It was chambered for several popular cartridges of the time, including .44 to 40, .45 Long Colt, and .44 Remington Magnum. The revolver had a 6-shot cylinder, a 7.5-inch barrel, although other barrel lengths were also available. One of the notable features of the Model 1875 was its creeping loading gate, which allowed for easy loading and unloading of cartridges. The loading gate was designed to move forward and backward as the hammer pulled back, making it easier for the shooter to insert cartridges into the cylinder. The Model 1875 also featured a robust ejector rod that was capable of easily removing spent cartridges from the cylinder. It was popular among law enforcement officers and military personnel, and it saw action in various conflicts and skirmishes on the late 19th and early 20th centuries. However, its popularity waned with the advent of more modern and reliable firearms, and production of the Model 1875 ceased in 1889. Despite its short production run, the Remington Model 1875 remains a popular choice among collectors and enthusiasts of classic firearms. Its robust construction, innovative loading gate, and historical significance make it a prize addition to any collection. Number 4. Colt 1851 Navy Revolver. The Colt 1851 Navy Revolver is a true legend of the Wild West era, favored by many iconic figures like Jesse James and Wild Bill Hickok for its accuracy and reliability. But what makes this revolver so special is its uniquely human-like qualities that made it a favorite among gun enthusiasts and professionals alike. alike. First, the Colt 1851 Navy revolver was a true workhorse, built to last and withstand even the harshest conditions of the Wild West. Its sturdy construction and top-notch craftsmanship made it a reliable companion to cowboys, outlaws, and lawmen alike. But beyond its physical durability, the Colt 1851 Navy revolver possessed an almost human-like sense of precision and accuracy. Whether used for hunting, self-defense, or shooting competitions, this revolver was known for its unparalleled ability to hit its target with pinpoint accuracy. And just like a trusted friend, the 1851 Colt Navy revolver was also easy to handle and comfortable to use, thanks to its ergonomic design and balanced weight distribution. This made it a popular choice for both novice and experienced shooters who could rely on its intuitive operation and smooth handling. In short, the Colt 1851 Navy revolver was more than just a gun. It was a trusted companion and a true testament to the ingenuity and craftsmanship of the Wild West era, and even today, it remains a cherished piece of American history, a reminder of the rugged individualism and pioneering spirit that defined this iconic period in our nation's past. Number 5. Colt Double-Action Revolver. The Colt 1873 double-action revolver, also known as the Peacemaker, was a true icon of the Wild West era. Its design was innovative for its time, featuring a double-action trigger mechanism that allowed for faster and smoother firing. This was a significant advantage in high-pressure situations, as it allowed gunfighters and law enforcement officials to fire off multiple rounds quickly and accurately. One of the most noteworthy features was its versatility. It could be loaded with a variety of ammunition, including .45 long Colt, .44 to 40, and .38 special. This made it a popular choice for a wide range of users, from cowboys and outlaws to soldiers and lawmen. But what made the Colt 1873 truly stand out was its reputation for reliability. It was built to withstand the harsh conditions of the Wild West, and its simple, rugged design made it easy to clean and maintain. This made it a trusted companion for many gunfighters who relied on it to protect themselves and their loved ones from danger. Despite its reputation as a deadly weapon, the Colt 1873 was also a thing of beauty. Its sleek lines and elegant curves made it a work of art, and it was often adorned with intricate engravings and other decorative symbols. This made it a symbol of power and prestige, and owning a Colt in 1873 was a status symbol in the Wild West. In many ways, it embodied the spirit of the Wild West itself. It was rugged, reliable, and versatile, yet also elegant and sophisticated. Its legacy lives on today, as it's still revered as one of the most iconic guns in American history. The American frontier, sometimes known as the Wild West, was a period of tremendous expansion and development in the American West throughout the 19th century. It was a period of lawlessness, turmoil, and possibility, exploration of new regions, the development of new towns and cities, and the rise of legendary personalities such as Wyatt Earp, Billy the Kid, and Jesse James characterized the era. During this time, the cowboy evolved as a cultural figure, and iconic Western themes such as the showdown, cattle drive, and shootout emerged. To this day, the Wild West era is a significant source of intrigue and research. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe, and we'll be back with another great video.